My final screencast for college Capstone. I graduated high school in 2011, and I took a year-long break before I began here at Ozarka. Before I began, I wasn't prepared for the real world. Ozarka aided me in being able to function as a successful participant in the community. I also knew I would have to have a college education to find a job well suited for me. So, attending Ozarka has helped me become prepared to enter the world of writing, as well as progress onto a 4-year degree. There are 3 objectives that are necessary when finishing this class and the ultimate associate's degree. It's critical reasoning skills is the first, and there are 5 areas within that objective, which are to explore, locate, interpret, evaluate, and synthesize. As an English major, I am supposed to be able to understand things from multiple standpoints. Before my arrival at Ozarka, I was very one-track oriented. In Composition 2, I was required to write 2 research papers to learn MLA and APA formatting. I remember sitting in Joanna Fulbright's office, unable to find a topic that was something I could remain unbiased about. I told her that I didn't know what to write because I am very opinionated in a number of things. Through her direction, I feel that I'm able to see things from a multiple standpoint, even if I don't necessarily agree. In addition to learning unbiasedness through Composition 2, I was able to locate sources. The databases provided through Ozarka are an incredible resource, but I was also learned of how to find credible sources either on the internet, in person, or through print. Working in journalism, it is important to fact-check multiple different outlets. Through Ozarka's direction, I am able to find resources that is available on the internet as well as first-person account. Additionally, I am more confident about approaching people as resources because Ozarka gave me the confidence necessary to effectively question for a fact check. Working at a newspaper, it is my job to report facts. If I disagree with something, it is important that I don't show that to my readers because my job is to report the facts and let them reach their own conclusions. If I had began working at a newspaper before I had received guidance from Ozarka, I don't know that I would have had the ability to perform my job correctly. As a reporter, it is imperative that I am able to push my opinions out of the situation and approach just the bones of the story. Although I have to remain unbiased, it is imperative that I am able to read between the lines. A lot of people are wary of the press, so they may alter their thoughts to appease their audience but not create a controversial story. With the critical thinking skills I have developed at Ozarka, it helps me to see what is really going on by reading their body language and their nonverbal cues. Though I would have never realized it, my communication class has helped my critical thinking skills exponentially. I learned that the communication class wasn't just about public speaking, it is about communicating on a day-to-day level. I learned about reading between the lines through the text, as well as the assignments that Brandy Gore provided. Her class was one of the classes that I wouldn't have realized would help me so much as an overall writer, as well as an active participant in society. Working at a newspaper has been a great start in my writing career. Because of my education through Ozarka, I was able to get my foot in the door of an incredible opportunity. Ozarka has expanded my creativity, and I am able to come up with interesting story ideas for the ultimate goal of obtaining more readers. The ultimate goal of education is for an applicant to be able to offer an employer a chance to better their business than prior to their arrival. Education allows them to be indispensable to an employer so that they maintain job security. The second objective is efficient and effective communication. There are 3 aspects to this objective, which are verbal, written, and visual. There were many classes at Ozarka that helped me improve my verbal skills. Beginning at Ozarka, I was initially incredibly shy. I am now able to voice my opinions in addition to adding thoughts to the table and not just in an academic setting. One of the big classes that helped me more than I could have hoped was Brandy Gore's communication class. I was terrified before I began, but she gave me the tools to make public speaking easier, and I feel that now I have the knowledge and ability to express myself on a larger scale than just conversationally. I learned much about day-to-day communication than I would have realized. English Composition 1 and 2 are a given in regards to writing improvement, but there were many other classes that helped my writing abilities. Bob Jackson's history classes were the biggest surprise. He has a very strict idea of what he considers a good paper. Every class at the beginning of the year, he would have a student pick out a book from a certain time period to give a review. He was very past tense oriented, and that has helped my writing in ways that I can't even begin to explain with the 7-minute time limit. While it is important to have excellent verbal and writing abilities, presentation is key. In the business world, a person could have the best pitch and personality, but if they don't have a good presentation, they will fail at whatever they are pursuing. A few examples are interviews, advertising, pitching a big idea, and the list goes on and on. The intro to computer applications helped me exponentially. I waited to take the class until my Office 2013 was available, and I took advantage of every resource available through that class. It has also given me the tools to be able to learn software like Photoshop, Quark Express, which is the newspaper-based software that gets it out to production, and it helped me learn that presentation is key when selling advertising when I go out of town to places like Batesville and Mountain Home. The third and final objective is responsibility to oneself, college, and society. This objective is split up into 3 parts, which is academical, financial, and civic. In all honesty, I wasn't the best high school student. I missed many days of school my senior year, and my grades weren't a priority. Through Ozarka, I have maintained a high GPA, and I've learned the value of a quality education. If I hadn't been a student at Ozarka, I don't know that I would have learned to love reading. My first semester, I had a composition class with Miss Fulbright, and I really feel that through her enthusiasm as my teacher and advisor, she gave me a new understanding of education that will last a lifetime. Most of my schooling has been in an online setting. Before I began at Ozarka, I was terrified of online schooling because I didn't know if I had the motivation to maintain the grades I wanted. I'm able to stay on task, and it has helped me maintain flexibility for a full-time job. I am self-paying at Ozarka, and it has helped me understand the importance of financial responsibility. In addition to the school payments I make regularly, I have my normal bills that I ensure are paid on time. Since I was young when I started, I didn't understand the importance of credit, so I make my payments on time as well as maintain my banking balance as not to bounce any payments. From a financial standpoint, I have learned responsibility that means making necessary cuts to my budget. Substitution is incredibly handy when possible. An example being, instead of cable, I choose Netflix because I have to have internet and cable isn't a requirement. While substitution isn't always a readily available option, I am able to make cuts to ensure that all my bills are paid and I still have money left over for unexpected bills. Since my goal is to pursue a bachelor's degree, Ozarka has taught me resources that are key to getting the best of my next 2 years of schooling. I was able to determine a major that is fitting to my overall career goals, and through this class, I was able to determine that University of Little Rock is the cheapest option while maintaining the quality of education that I would like to achieve. Ozarka has helped me become a better person, and in many ways, not just in an academic standpoint. For college success orientation my first semester, it was required to do a community service project. I donated blood for the first time, and initially I did it for the grade, but I continue to donate blood because I see the benefit of helping others through that assignment. Because of Ozarka, I feel I will graduate a better person than when I first began. My overall benefits from Ozarka have been exponential. I have progressed in job advancement just since I've been here. I began as a minimum wage cashier. I worked my way through the store as a department head and assistant manager, and eventually became an opening manager on the general manager's day off. I now work at a newspaper, which is extremely fitting for my degree plan. It also allows me to get my foot in the door for other possible writing career opportunities. Thank you.